those of you who aren't aware, a very quick brain 101, we have 3 parts to our brain. We have our very oldest brain, our reptilian brain, and this is responsible for our fight or flight response. And it's sort of the brainstem and the cerebellum right in the center and the back of our head. And this is our fight or flight response. It's very instinctive, very reactionary, very proactive in making sure that we're safe. And anytime that it perceives, or the amygdala, which is a part of it up in the center of the brain, anytime that the amygdala perceives that there is a threat or danger to our lives, whether it is in actuality or whether it is in imagination, it will respond and react and do what it needs to do to protect us. So it will instigate the fight or flight response, it will accelerate heart rate, it will accelerate breathing, it will pump fresh oxygenated blood to the arms and legs, and it will prepare you to fight and flee. And in those moments, we drop down from our higher functioning of thinking and rationality and logic, and we drop into this instinctive survival mode. And sometimes a lot of this is instigated from our thought processes, which are very emotional sometimes and attached to certain experiences and memories. And that again comes to the middle part of the brain, which is our limbic brain or limbic system. And that part of the brain deals with emotion and memory and connects the two back together. So when you recall a previous experience that's really upset you, you will immediately recall the emotion that you experienced at that time. And the brain is just simply putting the pieces back together to give you a whole, complete picture in the moment. And the brain, not understanding the difference between imagination and reality, will accept all as truth. All is happening in this moment for you. So that's why, even though we might recall and remember a significant event from our past, whether we believe that we have moved on from it and processed it or not, if we still are emotionally attached to it, while we're recalling it and remembering it, our brain will bring in those emotions and feelings, particularly if they're still resonating in our body in some capacity, and it will relive that experience in the moment. And you will effectively relive that experience in the moment. So you will be strengthening the connections in your brain as you go over and over and over these things. You're thinking about things in the past, sorting through them, being defiant and defensive against certain things, having conversations with yourself in your mind, and really putting pieces back together. And it's in this process that we strengthen that connection, or that habit loop in the brain, and how we deal with this problem or this person or this situation or stress. And it continues to strengthen and elicit the stress response. So it keeps us in a heightened state of stress for a longer period of time.